So I have said what I think about this Charlie Kirk murder. I've done videos about my drawing and I made a drawing 4 days before the death of Charlie Kirk, which has a direct connection to it. And but what I'm going to do now is to talk about the media opinion of the the killing. Okay, so the media is mentioning that the inspiration to all of this is a South Park episode, which is called "Got the Nut," and it was aired 1 month before the murder, and so because of this, it has been seen as inspiration for this tragedy. Okay, so we're going to look at that episode. No, we're not going to look at that episode. We're going to just first of all make this conclusion here that yes, like the media opinion is that South Park has inspired this, or as I write here, caused it. Like, and as the news mentioned, South Park has pulled the episode from its, yeah, it removed that episode because it became such a big deal, you know. So and so yeah, it's being blamed. So kind of looks like, when looking at this news here, it kind of looks like South Park inspired that. And what I'm going to do is to just look at this, and we are going to look at it. And we are going to look at it from Charlie Kirk's channel, okay? And on it, he has spoken about this episode, and he thought it was really good, the episode. So I'm we're going to look at that. So if you search for South Park here on his videos, you will see that if you click this one,
Bible reference.
You're going to see his reaction here, okay? And we're going to look at that.
I was cracking up, Charlie. At one point in another clip, we'll show it. He literally starts taking the lid off, and before he can get a drink in, he sets it back down. Where you're
putting down the mic in between the question, that is like that is pure art, South Park. Like that is a 10 out of 10. Look at that. Like boom, some lib, pure art, South Park. Putting down the mic in between the question, that is like that is pure art.
So when Charlie Kirk speaks about this episode, he calls it, he just thinks it's 10 out of 10, and he calls it pure art, okay? He calls it pure art, Charlie Kirk, 1 month ago. And so Charlie Kirk's opinion is that this South Park episode was pure art. And so if we combine these two opinions here, so the media opinion is that South Park has inspired this, while Charlie Kirk on his channel is saying that this South Park episode is pure art. That's what he says. And so the logical conclusion is that pure art has caused this. You see? You see what I mean? And yeah, you know, that kind of goes in line with what I've been showing on my channel. So in this video, I looked at the opinion of the media. As I said, the media is blaming South Park episodes for it, because it happened 1 month before. 1 month before the killing, and so there is this logical thinking here about, okay, South Park is recently doing something here, and you know, they are known for being outspoken, and so you could basically see here that my reasoning here goes that, okay, media opinion, South Park is the inspiration. And what does Kirk say? Kirk says that it's pure art. And so what, like, if we add statement 1 and 2 together, you can see that the media and Charlie Kirk together, I mean, it looks like pure art caused it, okay? And it kind of, we can go back here to my drawing 4 days before it happened. We can remember back to the painting man behind, you know, with paint stains on it, whatever. So what I'm doing here in this video is simply to add 1 and 1 together, you know. So when it comes to the truth of things, you can see it from different perspectives. So the media perspective is also valid, you know. You could say that, oh, it's South Park. Like South Park, they are very artistic, right? And so you can see it as, okay, from that perspective, you could argue that they inspired this. But when you look at what Charlie Kirk himself is saying, he's saying that this is pure art. And yeah, so just wanted you to know, you know, that it, again, like when I look at the news here and I combine it with what actually is happening, what people are actually saying, you realize that they are like, it still fits, you know, my argumentation about what really happened here. It fits also to the perspective of the media. And so yeah, so yeah, that's it basically. Maybe there was something more I wanted to say. Let's look at this again, okay?
Taking the lid off, and before he can get a drink in, he sets it back down and grabs the mic and
Putting down between the question.
to get your point in.
Putting down the. That's it. Put it back.
Yeah.
Putting down the mic in between the question. That is like that is pure art, South Park. That is like that is pure art, South Park. Like that is a 10 out of 10. Look at that. Like boom, some Holy Bible reference.
You can also see here that there is this red square here, and then it says destroyed on it. You see? See what I mean? Yeah. And that also connects to the focus of, was it like this cube, right? Okay, I think I'll end this video now. I just wanted to make this video about the perspective of the media and tell you that it still makes sense. It's like so when it comes to this fractal patterns, a lot of people don't want to, like, they don't want to know about it because it is overwhelming. And so it is often getting a label, a negative label, even though it is something that's valid. As you see here, it's so easy to just show that, okay, the media opinion is saying one thing, and that is still, it still points in the same direction. And yeah, so now you know, like the media, sure, you know, maybe there, in a way, it is like you know, it makes sense when I see this, and as usual, you know, uh, yeah, okay. So again, I want to remind everyone, like, I do this again as an expression of just existing, like it is my way of showing that I feel, I think, I am, and so on. And this has been going on for a long time, and it is there are serious things happening, and as you can see, and it's going to, like, I think it's going to continue like that. Yeah, of course, you know, I think so. So yeah, like the reason why people like to dismiss these kind of things is because it's overwhelming when it comes to knowledge and aware, like knowledge. It has to do also with, like, vanity is everywhere. So the vanity in knowledge is to kind of draw a conclusion also. So most when it comes to knowledge and intelligence, people want to come to a conclusion, and that's like when you're and this desire makes it so that people want to dismiss things so that they can. So dismissing this pattern of truth, you know, as what I would say at least, is something that people do because it always leads to more knowledge. You know, it always leads to oh, we didn't know everything, you know, and so this thought about not knowing everything, it goes against vanity, which means that no, like most of you here maybe believe that vanity is something about clothing, you know, what kind of clothes you have. No, like vanity is everywhere. It is in especially in the academy and in school, you know, and in learning and in yeah, you know, titles. There is vanity everywhere, guys, and that's the problem. So it's pretty hard to dismiss what I'm doing because it's so it all just ties together in this perfect way. It's like perfect, you know. I know, and yeah, that's how it is. And perfection is something that I like. It's always something that I'm looking for, and that's something that the true, like, ancient scientists have been looking for the perfection, and that has always been the driver to new things, like new discoveries, new, like yeah. Let's not talk too much about that. I'm just going to tell you that it all ties together, and it goes like around the circle back to art. And the media opinion is that South Park caused it, Charlie Kirk is saying that it is pure art, you know. Yeah. And you know, and as I've been saying, like this is a canvas, you know. It's a canvas. Okay, bye bye.